What is up, you guys? Let's start child's pose with hands on some blocks. Ooh. You can go low, medium, or high, preference. See how high feels. Let the chest open. The head's not going to drop down, especially if it's on high. Well, it might. Make adjustments as you see fit. It should be something that feels grounding enough to start practice with. If hands on no blocks is where you need to be, feel free. Just try to get some length of the arm bone, some opening of your armpits. This is a little back bend. This is extension. So think sit bones floating, tailbone floating a little bit back and up as you pull the sternum, the chest forward. You can always lift the head, look forward, give it a good reach. Tailbone floats, and then exhale. Press the head down. And just start to go to your breathing, the backs of the lungs, the sides of the lungs. Pull it through the nostril bone. Let it feel the bone in there. Few more breaths, as deep as you need. As dramatic as you need. Sometimes we don't need that though, so. And the way that you can kind of know is like the body will just do it. Trust that. Notice how the body, it does micro adjust. So does the breath. As long as you stay in communication with it, you don't like space too far away from here. Start to breathe in and out of the nose, tip of the tongue behind the top teeth. Get that whole face like spreading wide. Cheekbones, eye sockets, forehead, roof of mouth up, back of skull nice and big, sides of skull nice and big. Ears can even feel like they expand bigger. Drop awareness now, lower than the face, lower than the brain. Go to the heart. Just penetrate the center of the chest with your awareness. Breathe around the heart. I'm seeing like a diamond commercial, like if there's a diamond commercial, the diamond's just like floating in the center of the screen and there's like beams of light coming out from it. And there's all that empty space around it. Breathe into all that empty space. Let your heart like shine, float in this zero gravity chest of yours. Oh, I never teach these, and these are like my favorite thing to do. So from child's pose, go hands nice and wide off the edges of the mat, tent the fingertips, arms at a 90-90. So I got my elbow aligned with my shoulder, my wrist under my elbow. Before you lift the head, just start to push your fingertips down, slide your shoulder blades together, lift the chest a little, float the head, keep letting the head be heavy as you slide the blades together. And then eventually, as you breathe in, straighten the arms a little more. Lift the chest, lift the chin, breathing in. Exhale, right shoulder down, twist to the left. As you exhale, keep your right elbow wide there. Good, back up, breathe in. Exhale, left shoulder drops, twist right, So you're trying to pull the left elbow a little bit away from the heart. It's really subtle, or excuse me, yeah, away from the heart, but from the left armpit. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, just start going side to side. So you just want to keep the elbows wide here rather than like flopping the forearm down, letting your shoulder head flip forward. Elbow goes wide towards the side wall. Keep your collarbone open even as you're dropping the shoulder and twisting. Lengthen from the center of the collarbone through the arm, through the elbow. And then eventually you can just bring that up, sit on the heels, arms out and up. Breathe in. On this one, try to get your back ribs a little bit more. Let's not go for a back bend on this one. So instead of booty popping, bending at the low back, side rib up, just go like heavy tailbone, front ribs in. You have a line between the outside of the hip and the armpit. A few breaths into the side ribs. And then eventually, shoulder blades spread wide here. Arms can come in front of the face, palms together, go up. And then hands to the heart. Breathe out, relax the eyes down. Take a few moments. Bow the head. Do what you do. Do what you practice, you know. All you have to do is just be. That's really it. Just be. Release the hands, lift the chin, open the eyes when you're ready. Let's go tabletop, cat-cows, flip the wrists. Legs can go straight. Let's go one leg at a time. Left leg behind you, tuck the toes. Push back through the heel, lift the left knee cup as you cat-cow. Good, and then just switch to the other leg when you're ready. Rock forward and back as much as you want. L shape of the hands wide, no matter what orientation the hand is in, what direction the fingertips are facing. Good. Fingertips forward, lift the left knee to start taking some hip circles. Left knee in a big circle, out, back, down, through, out, back, down. And then just the other side. One. Good, and then neutralize the spine. Tuck the toes, lift the knees to hover, walk the hands back, take a toe squat. Feet are about hips width distance here. If you want them together, feel free. Pull the outer edge of the hip and the heel back and down. Arms long in front of you, let the head and the chest go. So like here, try to open the Achilles from the oppositional action and the calf. So like I could be here with the heels down, but then I'm just chilling. So let the heel lift up a little bit. The action is to pull it back and down. There'll be a point where like it will only pull back and down so much, and then your next option is just heels down. So create a boundary.
Good, and then you can go heels together, knees wide, hang it a little more back and down. Let the bottoms of the feet just open up and breathe. Back ribs, open up and breathe. Space underneath the shoulder blades, open up and breathe. Maybe you even roll to the outer edges of the feet a little bit. Good. Uttanasana, fold forward, hands walk in, lift the hips up, widen the feet. You can have any amount of bend to the knees as you need. Grab opposite elbow, a few breaths, dangle. Let that rib cage go, especially like the densest ribs are like 8, 9, and 10 on the back body. So really encourage the softening, the relaxing of the back ribs by, you got to pull the chin a little bit away from the chest. Think about the front of the neck being just as long as the back of the neck. And eventually find some stillness, a little more weight towards the front of the foot. Pinky side edges of the feet suction cupping down. Good, walk to down dog. Three. Notice how the body will just kind of adjust on its own. It'll micro adjust. 2. 1. Good. Gaze forward, heels up, breathe in. Top of the mat, breathe out. Lift the chest halfway, breathe in. We're getting right into it. Eyes forward. Bow and fold forward. Breathe out. Stand up, inhale. Bow and fold. Exhale. Nice. All right, and then lift the chest up halfway. It's going to be a supported warrior 3. Left leg back it up. Just yawn that left leg open. Give it a good stretch, a good reach. Chest continues to extend forward as you're reaching the inside of the left leg back and up. One more breath. Exhale, left toes back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Find the feet first. Squeeze in, push down to lift up. Arms float up. Try to get a little bit more firm in the feet and the legs so you can lift the ribs off the pelvis. Maybe go back, breathe in, simple twist, exhale. Left hand down, right arm up. Finish the out breath. High plank on your inhale. Just kind of let the body go there. You're light. Pull up from the feet. Hinge forward, breathe in, low plank or belly. I'm definitely going to the belly. Breathe out. Up dog or low cobra. Inhale. Downward facing or child's. Exhale. One breath. And then from down dog, left leg, backing up, same leg, breathe in. Yawn it, exhale. Low lunge, foot between the hands. Crescent, inhale. Up, go back, exhale, simple twist. Right hand down, left arm up. This inhale is that halfway lift, top of the mat, left arm forward, right foot forward, chest up, breathe in, use the leg, use the glute, use the abdomen. Bow, exhale. Stand, breathe in, float up. Tadasana. Hands come through the center of the chest and then arms by the side. Breathe out, give it a 3 breath pause.
It is so hot. Chair, inhale. Eyes up, bow and fold. Exhale. Half lift, breathe in, right leg, backing up, yawn it. Take your time. Inner right leg lifting from the push of left big toe ball mound. Chest up, breathe in, exhale, low lunge. Right toes back, crescent. Inhale. Take your time with these. You'll keep catching on. Simple twist, exhale. Right hand down, left arm up. High plank, breathe in. Lower, breathe out. Back bend, inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Right leg, back up. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale. Crescent. Breathe in. Simple twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Breathe out. Halfway lift. Inhale, look forward. Place the hands. Hands to blocks here is nice. Chest up. Inhale. Bow. Exhale. Stand. Inhale. And through the heart. Tadasana. Arms by the side. Exhale. 3. Go in. All you got to do is listen to what the body's experiencing. Good. All right, chair. 3 breaths. Inhale. Weight in the back of the heels. Heavy the tail. Front ribs in. Side ribs up. Good. 1 more breath. Bow and fold. Breathe out.
Widen the stance of the feet. Lift the chest halfway. Breathe in.
Padangusthasana. Grab the big toes with the peace fingers. Weight in the front of the foot. Bow and fold. Breathe out. Elbows wide to the side wall. That's going to keep the collarbone open. Just like before in those child's tented fingertip twisty things. Front of neck as long as back of neck. Firm up your quads. Weight in the front of the foot. Pull the chest down. Firm up the quad. Weight in the front of the foot. Breathe in. Neck long. Pull the chest down. 1 more breath. Good. Ditch it. Lift the chest halfway. We'll meet in down dog. Right leg backing up. Inhale. Bend the knee on the hip. Open on this one. Exhale. Circle right knee around. Just loosen the thigh and the hip socket. Keep your left armpit up because this will happen. The left armpit up. Equal effort in both hands. Good. Breathe in. Lizard. Left heel up. Breathe out. Right foot outside the right hand. Crawl your back foot back a little bit. Slowly. Left knee drops nice and slow. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Rock a little side to side. See what you're working with. See how you are. You can absolutely drop to the forearms. You can absolutely take a quad stretch or a twist here. 3 more breaths. Keep it simple. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't need anything. I think sometimes we just need one, part of the body Like in the pose, you can just bring awareness to one part. Here I'm going quad to help balance the rest of it. I don't have to like overly analyze shoulder, this. Easy. One. Down dog. Exhale. Second side. Left leg back up. Breathe in. Bend the knee, yawn it open, breathe out. Because once you're stable and you have ease, then you can just start to play. So gotta let that play or the stability or the ease be with the simple so that the rest of the body can balance from where you're just kind of responding simply with your awareness, not to overcomplicate what you need to bring your attention to. Just light awareness somewhere, see how the rest of the body will micro correct. It will respond. It will kind of balance out. Lizard, left foot outside, left hand, right knee down. Take your time, do your thing, rock, breathe. Good. Maybe forearms, turn left toes out, roll to the outer edge of the foot, maybe a twist. 3 more breaths. Back off a little, see what happens, see what the body does. If the narrator begins talking, you've gone a little too far. A meeting in down dog. Exhale. Good. Iyengar style up dog, toes stay tucked, breathe in, high plank. Pelvis drops down, pull the hands back. Sometimes you need to walk the feet in. So the shoulders over the wrist. Good, strong legs. Center of palm up, armpit up, roof of mouth up, maybe eyeballs. Low back leads you to down dog. Breathe out. Good. Right leg backing up, inhale. Have a good stretch, low lunge. Exhale, foot between the hands. Back knees coming down. Anjaneyasana, breathe in, push the foot down, give it a good squeeze. Chest floats up, arms float up. Maybe cactus arm, half splits as you exhale. Hands to the mat or the blocks, shift it back. Flex the right foot, bow and fold over the right leg, breathe out. 2 more, forward and back, or you can decide to stay in stillness. Right, like right now, it's so hot. My body's like, this is all I got. This is all we're working with. I'm like, I can't fight that. I can't fight the nature. I can't fight this heat. Good. Okay, so let's meet in the half splits, but the left hip is over the left knee. The right leg, bring it to a wide half split. So right foot outside of your right hand. Nice. And then the chest is up. You might need the blocks here. I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see. So again, make sure left knee is under the left hip. Right leg is wide outside of the right hand. Chest is lifted. I'm going to go internal rotation of your left arm. So turn your left fingertips towards your right leg. Spread the hand wide. You might need a block here if the hand is like half-assing in any kind of way. This is going to allow you to flip your shoulder head in once we twist. But just start with that, fingertips to the left leg. And then with this right hand, imagine you're like scooping sand on the ground. You're going to scoop, go forward. Now start to lead with the pinky. Go up, twist the chest to the right. Let the left shoulder head flip in. Good. Keep spreading the left hand. Give it a good push down. Keep the right foot awake. Bend your right elbow. Bring your right thumb to your right shoulder head. Lean back a little bit more, pride open, and then the right arm goes straight again. Inhale, and then exhale, bend the elbow. Once again, right thumb, right shoulder head. Now you're gonna go right elbow down, and then grab the sand with the right hand, go forward, straight arm up, twist right, left shoulder head flips in, go up, go back, bend the right elbow, right thumb to right shoulder head, open it a little more. Then you can straighten, just play with this bend and straighten. Then you can bend. You're gonna need to bend the elbow to go down, and then scoop the hand, straight arm, lead with the pinky whenever you're straight. Open, just let it all kind of turn. Right thumb to shoulder head when you go down. Like just one more. Oh, good. Okay. Blanket under the knee for that probably might be nice. Down dog. Inhale, exhale. Good. Right foot steps forward for a warrior two. Back heel comes down, you come up. Okay, so I'm going to turn again. If I were to look at you from the front, I want to be able to see your back heel. Right, so right now you can't see my back heel. So think about your right heel coming a little bit more in line with like the left big toe ball mound. So you can see the back heel. Nice. Now it's going to make you work more in this right leg, drawing to the right. Right thigh wide to the right. Arms are open. Bend your left elbow. Bring your left thumb to your shoulder head. Good. You got this. Pull the left shoulder head back. Then re-straighten the left arm. Keep pulling your left shoulder head back as your right thigh goes right. I know. Slide your right butt cheek to the back of the right knee. 3. Ribs up. Heavy tailbone. Long navel. 2. 1. Super strong back leg. Reverse triangle. Front leg straighten. Right arm up and back. Kneecaps up. Inhale. Triangle Trikonasana. Exhale. Adjust back foot in a bit if you need. Reach the right arm forward. Slide the hip back. You can have a little bend in this knee. I have a knee injury that I got to bend a bit for. Place the hand. Left arm up. Block on the highest height outside of the leg. Good. If you have something else. Cool. Now, point your tailbone to the left heel. Let your left rib cage get heavy in the body. See this action? Right now my right side is rainbowing. Left ribs heavy. Good. Right shoulder pulls away from the right hip. You lengthen out the side. Then go up. Arc a little bit back. Hug the hip forward when you go back. Lead with the top wrist. Stand up. Breathe in. Pivot left. All 10 toes in. All heels out. All of your 2 heels. Chest expansion. Maybe a strap or a towel. Breathe in. Pull the fist down. Arches up. Pelvic diaphragm up. Ribs up. Armpits. Roof of mouth. Breathing in. Bow and fold. Breathe out. 5. All you here. Spread those feet out. I notice especially, honestly, guys, I don't love my Lulu mat. It's just like too sticky. I can't slide around enough on it, but yeah, my feet get really stuck on it. So spread them out. Slide. Hands under your shoulders. Lift the chest up halfway. Breathe in. I was talking like that because I'm trying to make a decision. Okay, let's come back up to stand. We're going to go warrior 2, then half moon. I was like, should we take the warrior again? Let's do it. Right thigh right. Left shoulder back.
Outer thighs real wide. You got to create a little air pocket here, right? So it's not this. See how my top of my pants is at a slant? You got to level the top of the pant out. Lift the front hip off the front thigh. Create an air pocket. That's why you go right sit bone to back of right knee, tailbone to back heel. Good. Left hand, left hip. Use the block under your right hand. It depends. If you go forward, you go forward. On this one, just because of the way my body's situated, I got to go back. Standing on the right leg. Lift the left leg. Lift the left arm. Tailbone to the back heel. Take the back bend out of it. Good. Keep pushing right big toe ball mound down. Squeeze the outer right hip in. Turn the right rib to the left rib. Heavy the left rib into the body so the right side can get longer. Maybe bend the back knee. Reach back. Catch. Coming up to one-legged Tadasana. See how I bend my right leg? I'm pulling the weight into the heel so that I can push off my right foot. Scoop the tailbone. Float up. The key to this eagle is wrap your left leg as high as you can around the right. It's only 5. It's only 5, she says. 4, 3, 2. Back off a little if anything's not right. 1. Good. Unwind. Change. 2 feet down. 2 arms up. Breathe in. Fold. Breathe out. Half lift. Inhale. Lower. Ooh, the block was in my way. Back bend. Okay. Down dog. Exhale. I'm having a good time. Let's go child's pose, actually. Let's take a little rest. 5 breaths. And kind of just got right into it. All right, we're going to meet back in down dog. Maybe blanket for the knees. I'll post that in the description. Left leg backing up, breathe. Bend it, yawn it, do your thing, breathe out. Right heel high, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Back knee down 3 times. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Half split, exhale. So when I do these half splits, I'm like letting my back knee be in front of my back hip. I'm actually shifting the hip back, right, and sitting. But you can play with it, right? You could be here. You could be here. You could be then at a hip over knee situation. Up to you. Kind of like you got to just find what works for both of the poses. Like, where do I place my legs, my feet, my hands, so I can go forward and back with some ease. See, and then this mat does this thing too. It's like curling up. Like, why? Why are you moving? I'm moving. I love my Manduka mat. Not sponsored. I've always wanted to say that. Yeah, I love that mat, Manduka Pro Light. That's the good stuff. But I lifted up my mom's, and then I needed a mat like Stat and Lulu. I should have gone to REI and got a Manduka, or Cambridge Naturals. They have the good ones. Okay, anyways, guys, I'm getting distracted. I'll write a post about mats I like in the newsletter. Okay. something under your back knee if you need it. This pillow is so extra. Wow, it feels amazing. I never put this under my knees. So let's go half splits, right hip over the right knee, left leg extended. Widen the left leg out to the left a bit. And then you're in a halfway lift. Right fingertips turn to the right. Remember, this is so your shoulder head can flip in. This is a flipped in shoulder head. This is a pulling back shoulder head. That's a little more neutral. It'll flip in. Start to scoop the sand with the left hand. Forward. Breathe in, push down, lift up, turn. Squeeze the inner thigh a bit. Good. So here, L shape of hand, right hand's pushing down. Lean back, right? Make sure your neck's comfortable. Bend the elbow, thumb to the shoulder head. Pry it back a little more. Right shoulder head flips in. Then open, breathe in. Then bend, thumb to shoulder head when you come down. Elbow leads. And then scoop the hand forward. Lead with the pinky when the elbow is straight. Lead with the elbow when the elbow is bent. I don't love these because they seem kind of extra. It's like, okay, I have to keep bending and straightening my elbow to move my arm around. But okay, Franny, how lazy are you? Right, because if it's straight, I'm going to go plop. It was supposed to hit my leg, plop. One more. Oh. Good. All right, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior two. Sorry, left foot forward, warrior two. Open up. Again, try to get the left heel in line with left big toe or right big toe knuckle. Sorry guys, I am tired. I haven't had a day off in 3 weeks. Who does that to themselves? Spread the arm open. Work is to draw left thigh to the left. Bend the right elbow, right thumb to the shoulder head. Pull the shoulder head back. Then reach the arm. Go 2. Left sit bone to back of left knee. 1. Reverse triangle. Kneecaps up. Get that tailbone real heavy. Breathe and go up. Triangle. Exhale. Point the tailbone at the back heel. And start to let the right rib cage get heavy into the body. So you take the rainbow out of the left side. Pull the left collarbone a little more forward. Hug the hip forward, maybe lean back. Maybe you let the head go. One more breath. Good. Up, stand, lead with the top wrist. Breathe in. Right obliques are working there. You can feel the back of the abs. Pivot right. Toes in, heels out. This time just hands to low back. Breathe in. Push the flesh down. Lift the chest up. Fold. Exhale. 3. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands to the waist, stand up, breathe out. Warrior 2, left leg, face the front leg. 3, then you got a half moon. Try to keep the right hip open so you can go right hand, right hip. 2, 1, reach or slide back. Right leg up, right arm up. Once you get this left foot stabilizing, right? Just keep connecting brain to left foot. Big toe knuckle down, ball mound down, tall left leg, left outer hip squeezes, tailbone to back heel, right inner leg lifts up. Maybe dance it, maybe quad stretch. Good, bend the left leg a little. Pull the weight to the back of the heel. Scoop the tailbone. Lift the left hip off the left thigh. Come up, pull up, breathe in. It's like a pulley system. You got this. Eagle. Right leg as high as you can. Around the left. Only 5. You can always reset. Chest up. 1. Big, brave eyes. Good. Change. 2 feet down. 2 arms up. Inhale. Ooh. Bow and fold. Exhale. Lift the chest halfway. Let's go Padangusthasana, palms facing up underneath the feet, toes to the wrinkles of the wrist. You could also take this modification, guys. I always give this in class, and I see like no one ever choosing it. I just need to say no options, do this. So if this, you can't, see, there I go again, giving you an option. No options, do this. Let's actually go, if you have the blocks. If you don't, then you know. But palms face up, thumbs face in on the blocks. Then bend the elbows, drop. When the elbow's straight, by the way, the wrist is like just a little in front of the shoulder. Good. All right. And then a malasana. Chest up, feet to the edges of the mat, heels in, toes out. Inhale, hips down. Chest up. Few breaths here. So try to roll. Like if I'm just chilling in it, like that toe squat, I'm just chilling. I'm here, right? I'm just chilling, sitting in it. I'm going to start to roll to the outer edges of my feet. Look, my butt lifts up a little bit, and then I can put my arms on the elbow. You might be higher though, but somewhere where you're like, okay, I'm lifting. I'm not actually just like dropping. You got some push down, you got some squeeze in, you got some lift up. Knees wide, thighs wide. Good. Come on down to the sit bones, plop. Try a boat. You can hold the backs of the thighs. You can hold the toes. Knees could be bent. You could be heel to the ground. Look how much I need to get my chest up. It's so helpful if you go to the back of the sit bone, you slouch. That'll help you find the balance. And then chest up. Good. All right. Feet down. Let's go legs in front of us. Seated forward bend. Move the flesh of the sit bones out from underneath you a bit. Arms up. Breathe in. Try to spread the side rib apart. Bow and fold. Breathe out. Legs wide. Forearms to toes is really nice. Good. And then you're going to come up, arms up, breathe in. Bend your knees as much as you need to feel like you're pulling your frontal hip points together across the front line of the body. Give it a good squeeze. Push the big toe ball mound forward. Slow as you can. Roll down slow. Keep squeezing the frontal hip point in. Robot the arms, bend the knees, bridge, hips lift up. Inhale. Maybe wrap the shoulder upper arm underneath you. Keep spiking the foot down. Arms are now going to go up overhead, palms face up. And then lower the hips down. You got to scoop the hips up now. Think knees to armpits, toes to the wrinkle of the wrist. Chin to chest. Cool. And then just release. Happy baby. Or Supta Baddha, or legs in the air. Give them a good shake out. Let them spread wide. Up to you. Just anything to get the groin, the inner thigh opening. And start to ground down into the lower half of the body. As you ground awareness and breath into the lower half of the body in opposition, notice if you can feel this like lightness of the ribs, lightness of the heart. Or if it's not that, like what does in this moment feel light? There's no pressure coming from anywhere. Just be. If you have a block, or you can use a pillow, bolster, or something, let's go. Block under the tailbone. You can go high, medium, or low height. You're going to extend your legs long out in front of you. Let them spread wide. I find if you're going medium or high height, do the long edge of the block, so vertical way, running from tailbone through sacrum, through lower curve a little bit, so your cheekbones would, the sit bone, cheekbone, the sit bones, the cheeks would wrap around the block a little bit. But you'll just have to find what feels right, what feels comfortable. Highest is not the best, right? Go for that. Less is more. That classic. I always think this, like Charmin Ultra, is the best slogan anyone could have ever come up with. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't them who came up with it. That is ancient wisdom. It's gonna be here for like 1 minute. Just kind of watch that difference between body innately micro adjusting, or is it some discomfort, some needing or wanting something to be different? Maybe they could be the same thing. You got to discern. Know when it's discomfort, know when to surrender, know and experience when the body is doing it for you, when it's just micro adjusting on its own. Follow that one. Good. Okay, keep the block under you if it's okay. You can go one leg at a time. Start to bend, 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 bend. You're going to float the feet up off the ground. You might need to adjust the block. I need to move it higher. You'll probably have to do that. Knees towards the ceiling. Lift the tailbone up. Scoop a little bit with the legs towards you. You want to use the arm here kind of like a bridge to support yourself, so there's a little wrap of the shoulder and the upper arm under you. Maybe legs go up. And give them a little shake out. Ooh. I feel like a wheel right here could be nice. Maybe a bridge on the way out. Maybe nothing. Up to you. Just see what's there. Then we'll meet on the back. Go where the body's bringing you. You should be off the block probably by now. I mean, maybe. I don't know if you are. If you're loving it, stay. That was not the right wording. Give it your favorite twist. Just some twists, and then it's Shavasana. If the nervous system needs anything else, feel free. Let the body do it. Use the breath as a tool to really unknot it all in Shavasana. Loosen that grip. Be there for the transition between you and practice into rest. I imagine I'm on a river, just like in a canoe or a kayak, but it's just me. I'm just paddling down the river. The current's kind of bringing me to, I don't have to work that hard because the current's got it. It just keeps getting quieter and quieter and quieter. And then I meet like the island or just the space of rest and reflection in Shavasana. but you brought yourself there with awareness and consciously. And then in that space, you can just let the work you back off fully. Just keep letting the heart do it. I'll leave you here to rest as long as the heart, the body wants. And we'll share one thing I'm kind of thinking about. If you saw that documentary, I think it was Jonah Hill and his psychiatrist, Phil Stutz, on Netflix. Well, I was listening to the psychiatrist Phil Stutz on Rich Roll's podcast. This is a podcast Ron put me on with. I really like Rich Roll. I really love listening to just super smart, like science backed people. Not to say all of them are science but it's great. Because like I studied music and am more in the spiritual realm. I like the science stuff too. So Phil Stutz, he's absolutely an intuitive. Um, he's got these like laser beam eyes, and he can kind of just see right through you and know what's happening, going on with you, what you need to work on and stuff. It seems like from the conversation I've heard him have with other people. And he draws all these pictures, like how an intuitive or like a psychic or a medium or something would. So there's this one picture he drew, and it was symbolizing Rich Roll and his wife. You can, he says you can use this, that was just that instance. He says you can use this imagery, this picture for you in any relationship that you have. So it's you and them facing each other. And you can see like there's a heart right at the center of both of your chests. You can see your hearts as you're facing the other person in the picture. And then there's an arrow from your heart to their heart, and an arrow from their heart to your heart in like a cyclical fashion. And then there's an arrow coming out from the top of both of your heads, pointing up to a cloud. And the cloud, like, it symbolizes your sacred bond with this person, or the boundless love between you and them. In this sense, it's like, okay, what if this person was just me in my practice, right? There's a photo of me, then there's a picture of me standing right in front of my practice, practice standing right in front of me, arrows from my hearts to my practice's heart, my practice's heart back to my heart, and then there's an arrow up to the cloud. And that arrow up to the cloud, it's not like, oh, you stepped on my foot, you did this to me, you did that to me, this is what happened, whatever, da da da. You're working with and practicing for this higher bond, this higher boundlessness, this transcendence, this divinity, this devotion, right? And that's what's shooting up from the crown of the head and going into this like empty space cloud. I hope that made sense. Trust in your practice. Think of like it as being above you. The Dharma knows much better than the melodramatic mind. Thank you all so much. I'll see you next time. Namaste.